going to show you how you can quickly place some temporary placeholder on your InDesign grids and template. So you don't have to actually have all your images and text ready, but you can use it as a reference to start working on the layout. Okay, so first of all, I will just pick a color swatches really quickly and then place it in my add it to my swatches. Okay, and next here, this is just like a template that we have, and then I will just remove them to show you what I can start from scratch. Okay, so also before you start on the layout, you should have some like colors that you can use in your swatches. So you can add them from Adobe CC theme color theme. And also another thing you should have is in the paragraph style. You should have different paragraph style set up already with, for example, headline, subheadline, body text, and caption. So this will make the layout much easier to set up. Okay, so I have this one. This is already a headline example. So it has the size in bold and the correct font I'm using. So I will suggest you next, if you want to place images, use the rectangle frame tool instead of the rectangle tool. Okay, so what is the difference? The rectangle frame tool, when you create a box, now you don't see anything inside. That's okay. You can find it from view extra show frame edges. So this is what it should look like. It has a big kind of block X inside the frame. This show you this frame now it's empty, but this is going to be placed in an image later. Okay, so so even though you don't have any image in your layout yet, but it's kind of clear to show where an image will be placed later. Okay, and what I don't suggest you to use the rectangle tool is when you create it, it usually will have either a color or a kind of like a frame on it. So after you place your image, you just have to remember to remove those colors, like either like a frame color, fill color, or like a stroke after you place your image on there. Either way. So personally, I prefer this method. You can do whatever you want. Okay, how about text? You can use on the frame tool to create images as kind of like a big box using the layout you have. And keep in mind, I'll try to keep your image inside of your margin, unless you intentionally want to have it bleed outside the frame. Otherwise, leave it in the margin, and also start it on the right. On the left of the image should be lay on the right of the gutter. Okay, so it could be either here or here, and then you can kind of change the size. Depends on what's your need. Okay, so that is for putting images as a brief kind of placeholder for now. Okay, and then how about text? So if you want to add like a placeholder for type, of course you should use the type tool, and then draw like boxes to indicate where you want to place your text. Okay, so after you release it, you can see nothing on the text boxes disappear. So you really need some like reference to show this is where you want to place your text. Of course, you can copy the text you already wrote, but if you're still like working on your text, you don't want to like put it like right on here yet. You can use a placeholder for text very easily in InDesign. So just select the text frame you have, go to type, fill with placeholder text, and then InDesign will fill random text into the frame that you created. Okay, so that's pretty easy. So it gives you a clear vision how your text will look like. Okay, so make sure you select the text and then apply the correct paragraph style for it. Okay, so it will look like this. Okay, so what if you see this little red box here? It means there's some of the text is got cropped out from the frame because there's not enough space. So pretty easy fix. You can just click twice on that little red box and you will see your cursor change into like some paragraph, and then you can just draw another text box and then it will fill the rest of the text. And now you can see the little red box is gone because we fulfilled all the text that was in there earlier. Okay, so same, and you can, I'll just add like process, okay, and then space, and the process I will make it a subhead example. Okay, so this will make the layout looks pretty clear. Okay, so I think this is what one more thing. Okay, since I have the caption kind of style, so I'll do that very quickly too. So if you have a caption that you want to place under your image, just call it image number 1, and then select it and apply my caption. Okay, so you can see now I have a little caption under my image. And then same with this. Okay, I'll just make a copy by holding Alt. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So for the frame tool, since it's still white, there's nothing in there. But okay, so just for your reference, I will make it like fill in a color. So you can kind of see this is where the image will go later. Okay, so yeah, this is a very quick way to use placeholder text and using the frame tool to show yourself what your layout will look like. So as long as you're following the grids, leaving things inside the margin, your layout will look pretty clean and neat. And also make sure you have your paragraph style applied properly so you can see everything looks nice and neat with very clear, a nice visual hierarchy.